What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video, we're taking a look at a brand new plugin from Tekivation called M-clariity 2. Now, this is the follow-up to M-clariity, their resonance suppression plugin, and this is going to help give your tracks more clarity by suppressing resonances that causes muddiness and boxiness in your tracks. M-clariity 2 has new features such as adaptive range frequency detection. We also have Mix Assistant now, and we can process either the left or right or mid, side, or anywhere in between, which is really cool. Now, Tekivation did send this to me to review, and of course, I have a link in the description if y'all want to check it out, learn more about it, or pick it up. And we're going to check this out on some female vocals as well as a whole mix. So let's first go over the controls, and then of course, I'll let you hear what it sounds like. So all Tekivation plugins have a very easy to use UI. We have this suppression, which is going to turn up the amount of suppression that you're getting. But actually the first thing to start with is really just to hit this mix assistant. Play your track, hit the mix assistant. It's going to process it and suggest some settings, and you can really take it from there. The top left, top right, we've got our attack, we've got release. We can also see our input and output level. We have automatic makeup gain. We have intensity, focus, soft and hard modes, and this frequency limit is going to, as it's going, is going to show you the frequencies that's being suppressed in that frequency range. When you do the mix assistant, it's going to give a frequency range, and of course we can pull this out to be completely broad from probably 20 hertz up to 20K, but it does give it a range that it focuses on. And below that we have our left and right, we have our mid side. We also have a filter, and we have difference. Filter is going to let you hear what is being processed inside that frequency range, and difference is going to let you hear what is being removed. And intensity and focus. So intensity is going to focus on the scale of the spectral peaks. So you can think of that as if we turn up the intensity, it's going to do a more broad range, while at lower levels it's going to focus on more finer parts. Focus is how it's going to handle those spectral peaks, meaning that if we turn up the focus, it's going to deal with the bigger resonances first and leave the smaller ones more so untouched, where at lower levels, it's going to try to affect all of them. All right, so let's check this out. I've got this on a female vocal, and just in the signal chain here, I've got the TDS or Pro. I've got T compressor for a little bit of compression. Then we've got M-clariity, which is going to do our resonance suppression. And then I've got T exciter after that. I've got that bypass right now. But I'm going to hit play, and we're going to hit mix assistant, and let's see what this comes up with. Actually, before we do that, let's listen to it bypass so you can hear before M-clariity 2 does anything to it. It would help if I unmute it. All right.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
All right, so we're getting a little bit of boxiness, a little bit of muddiness, definitely some low mids that I would want to pull out here. Not going to use an EQ. We're going to use a resonance suppression for this. All right, so let's turn on M-clariity 2. Let's hit mix assistant and see what we get.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet.
All right, I'm going to play it through with these settings, but first let's look at what it suggested. 12 millisecond attack, 2 millisecond release. We've got it on soft mode, intensity 73%, focus at 40. See, our frequency range is really there in the middle, between 300 hertz and 3.1K. All right, let's take a listen to it.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
All right, so that is sounding a little cleaner. I'm not mad at the settings that it suggests with the mix assistant, but I always find myself wanting to push it a little more, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's push this up to maybe about 65 and give it another listen.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
All right, let's listen to this phrase with and without M-clariity 2. This is without.
Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits.
And with it.
Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
All right, now let's actually solo it so we can hear just the vocal. And we will take a listen to just so we can hear exactly what it's doing here.
Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
And I'm going to play it and I'm going to bring it in and out.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
All right, we're going to keep it soloed and let's listen to the filter.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
So that's the range that it's focusing on. Now let's listen to the difference of what it's working at.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
All right, what we're going to do now is hear what this sounds like at 100%. So let's turn that all the way up and let's kind of see if we can break this. Let's hear how it sounds.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
Okay, doesn't sound bad. Pushed all the way. It's not sounding like it's too much and sound like it's over processed at all. So really surprised by that. All right, last thing I'm going to do is let you hear this vocal with the full signal chain. So I'm going to back this suppression back to 75. That's good. And we're going to bring in T-Exciter. And what I'm going to do on this is I'm just adding some shine, which is going to add some high end. Because this is, we are removing some of that low mid and focusing on that. I do want to add some air to this on the top end. And so we'll do this with T-Exciter. All plugins are engaged. Let's take a listen to it now.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
And without T-Exciter and without M-clariity 2.
You talk to me like you're toasting champagne. Let all my problems chauffeur to valet. Don't see any damage, just gave me sparkling habits. Now my issue is I want you and I just can't go back yet.
So instead of using corrective EQ, I used resonant suppression and I used a exciter to add to it, and the resonant suppression, of course, removed from it. So process is vocal without any EQ. All right, let's take a listen to this on a full mix now. All right, so I've got M-clariity 2 on the mix bus of this track here, and what I'm going to do with it is use it to process just the middle because I want to process just the vocal in this. We're going to start with it bypass and let you hear it, and then we'll bring in M-clariity 2.
Supposed to be When the sun goes down, I'm turning up. We get real bucking, pulling up and rolling up exotic bud. I'm too busy being great, shrimp and steaks, lobsters and crab cakes. Watching out for y'all snakes. Grass cut and my edges trim. Even when the lights are dim, you're on radar. I ain't giving out no favors. Upper echelon shirt tailored.
All right, so let's bring in M-clariity 2. First thing I'm going to do is set it to mid-side. Let's turn it on. Set it to mid-side, and we're going to slide this all the way 100% to the mid because I want to affect just the mid. I want to affect just the vocal in this mix. There's nothing on this vocal at all. It's untreated. So let's see how M-clariity 2 can improve this. We'll play, and then we'll start the mix assistant.
When the sun goes down, I'm turning up. We get real bucking, pulling up and rolling up exotic bud. I'm too busy being great, shrimp and steaks.
All right, so I don't know, maybe it's just me, but just anytime after using the mix assistant, I don't know, I always want to push this a little bit more, so we're going to push it up to 70. All right, let's play this and bring it in and out.
When the sun goes down, I'm turning up. We get real bucking, pulling up and rolling up exotic bud. I'm too busy being great, shrimp and steaks, lobsters and crab cakes. Watching out for y'all snakes. Grass cut and my edges trim. Even when the lights are dim, you're on radar. I ain't giving out no favors. Upper echelon shirt tailored. Label y'all perpetrators.
Okay, so I can definitely hear it. Removing some of those resonance there in the low mid. I'm not hearing as much room around the vocal anymore with it. Let's go ahead, like with the female vocal, and let's push this up to 100 and hear how it handles it.
When the sun goes down, I'm turning up. We get real bucking, pulling up and rolling up exotic bud. I'm too busy being great, shrimp and steaks, lobsters and crab cakes. Watching out for y'all snakes. Grass cut and my edges trim. Even when the lights are dim, you're on radar. I ain't giving out no favors. Upper echelon shirt tailored. Label y'all perpetrators. Earn bags in this American classic. Cadillac, speakers blasted. Who you supposed to be?
Yeah, I can definitely hear it removing like some of the room around the vocal with M-clariity 2. And this, again, we're up at 100 and it doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound over processed. So that's really impressive. That's making it one of those plugins that makes it hard to make it sound bad. All right, but there's a look at M-clariity 2. Definitely comment and let me know what y'all think about this one. Intro price right now. Well, not intro price. Their Black Friday sale is running right now. You can pick this up for $45, and if you have M-clariity, you can upgrade to M-clariity 2 for $25. And of course, I have a link in the description if y'all want to check it out, learn more about it, or pick it up. Definitely easy to use resonance suppression plugin. And I will say that Mix Assistant works pretty quickly. I want to say maybe the quickest of any other type of Mix Assistant I've used. I haven't timed it or anything, but definitely works pretty quickly, where, as we know, some of these AI plugins, you hit Mix Assistant, it can be a little while. Not too long, but this is definitely on the quicker side for sure. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if y'all want to continue to see content from me, then y'all know what to do.